Today, Governor Brian Kemp will give his final State of the State address at the Georgia State Capitol. He is expected to outline his priorities for this new legislative session that has just begun. Atlanta News First Niamani Watson is live in downtown Atlanta. So what else can we expect to hear from the governor this morning, Niamani?
Good morning. Yeah, Governor Brian Kemp, State of the State address will begin at 11 o'clock this morning. He's expected to touch on some of his accomplishments since taking office in 2019, as well as the economy and making things more affordable for hardworking Georgians. Now, Governor Kemp touched on a few of his top priorities yesterday during the Georgia Chamber of Commerce's Eggs and Issues breakfast, with a main focus to improve traffic flow across the metro. Governor Kemp's proposed plan includes a $1.8 billion investment for I-75 in Henry County, adding express lanes in both the directions, $200 million for improvements along Georgia 316, and $250 million in funding for local road projects. Governor Kemp says a study shows commuters in and out of Atlanta lost at least 75 hours to traffic at a cost of over $1,400 per person.
It costs consumers time with their loved ones and money. It costs businesses valuable production output. And it costs the entire state potential economic development projects.
And we'll have more on the governor's final State of the State address throughout the day on Atlanta News First. Live from downtown Atlanta, I'm Niamani Watson, Atlanta News First.
Niamani, thank you. And coverage of the governor's address begins at 10:30 this morning on Atlanta News First Plus. That's our streaming platform. We will carry the event live online and right here on Atlanta News First starting at 11 a.m.